Hi, my name is Ritu Sinha Gohai. I prefer Ritu Sinha. I look like an ordinary woman on the internet, but I have many life experiences which has turned my life into a roller coaster ride. I had a very complete girlhood life, a happy child. I dated a man and then chose to marry him. My marital life was totally different from my girl life. Like, I have never seen the abnormalities that I faced in my marital life. When I got married, I suddenly have to clarify every gestures I express, I feel. Whenever I feel like smiling, I have to hold on to my smiles. I felt emotional. I felt like crying out my sadness. I have to hold on my tears. I have to hold on my emotions because I have to clarify it to my husband and my ladies-in-laws. It was a very different scenario for me. I was caged into something very abnormal, very abnormal. I continued my life, my marital life, in this manner. I became a mother and I, I never accepted this life. I always had a doubt in me. I always had a doubt in me whether this is the correct life, whether whatever is happening with me is right. Then my emotions was seen, was observed very minutely by my son since he was a very young child. He saw me all my vulnerabilities. He used to convince me, he used to pamper me, he used to console me. He was my parent. He became my parent. And whenever I hold him, I cried. I felt like saying him, I hate man. Because man is the pillar of the house. And when man is not able to give me that safety, that support to me and my baby child, I started hating men in my life. All men, my father-in-law, my uncles-in-law, my husband-in-law, and I was very doubtful about my son also, whether he'll be a perfect man, the macho man who can protect the women in his family. I want to share the incidents of my life. Because I feel these are very unique because I never judged on it. I only doubted the incidents. These are very unique in a way. These are not portrayed, not showed in any movies also. You will really like when I share my incidents. They are different, very different. When my son turned 16, not 16, 15, he had in him that I have to convince, I have to treat my mom from hating a man. He used to always argue with me on the topic that domestic violence, which I already felt I am a victim of. My son used to tell me that not only women, men also goes to domestic violence. My son on 2022, my son told me to watch the lawsuit of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. We were traveling to some place. I opened the mobile and saw the clip of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and I just couldn't keep my brain away from the mobile anymore. I slept with the mobile, I ate with the mobile, I only chanted Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I discovered narcissism and I fell in love with narcissism. You know why? Because every incidents in my life are the narcissistic incidents. I could relate to Johnny Depp, all the incidents that happened in my life. My mom-in-law is a narcissist, my husband is a narcissist, my father-in-law is a narcissist. I believe everybody is a narcissist, although they are not. I believe everybody is a narcissist, although they are not. I discovered narcissism. I discovered narcissism in a very different way. This is the reason I want to portray, I want to share my life experiences. Life experiences, not stories. I choose social media to share my experiences, actually to spread some awareness of what I have gone through. I looked for many resources. I looked for narcissism in India, but I find very less resources. What I learned and studied about narcissism is only from YouTubers from the West. West, narcissism is recognized. In India, narcissism is not well recognized. But we do have the higher percentage of narcissists in India because India is a man dominated country. Although narcissist can be a woman or a man, narcissism is created because of the grandiosity, because of the grand feeling of a person, the kingship of a person, although he is not a king. With my life experiences, I want to put an overview on the abuse due to narcissism or on the abuse due to toxicity. Narcissism is wrongly understood as self-love or obsession with oneself. But in general, every person loves himself. When the person looks into the mirror, every person has some love for himself. That doesn't mean that person is narcissist. Narcissist is very dark. It's very dark. So with my life experiences, if I can spread some light on the topic of narcissism, to understand narcissism, or if I don't say narcissism, it may be referred to as toxicity, I will be very much privileged to help somebody who has been suffering like I suffered for many years. I guess I could make my point understandable to you, to the general viewers. So I end my video here. The purpose of this video is to introduce myself and to let you know about the purpose of my channel, which I think will be some fun movie for all of you. I shall be obliged if you see the movies and enjoy them. Thank you so much.